What's going to change for you in 2024? Let's find out. Let me remind you that New Year's readings, personalized New Year's readings, are available on my website. You can book it right now if you go to my website, amaliatarot.com. And let's dive into this pick a card reading where we're going to investigate what is going to change in the year 2024. And in order to do that, I'm going to present you 3 cards, and I would like you to make a choice out of the 3. If you are familiar with the tarot and the meanings of the tarot cards, then you can use that knowledge in making your selection. But if you don't know what these cards mean, then that's okay as well. Just go with your intuitive feeling. And so we have these 3 cards for you to choose from. The 2 of Swords. Actually, there are 2 cards here. The 3 of Wands. And the Hermit. So make up your mind. If you need to pause the video, then that's okay as well. Take your time, as much time as you need. I'm going to show you the cards from up close. This is what the 2 of Swords looks like. This is the 3 of Wands. And finally, this is the Hermit. So, which card do you feel like you're resonating with right now? Now, once you've made your choice, skip to that part of the video where you can see that we're going to be talking about your card. If you picked the 2 of Swords, then that means that right now you are pretty much in a state of denial and active rejection of information that is coming to you from the external world. So the 2 of Swords represents an attitude of wanting to isolate, of wanting to disengage. Some phrases that come to mind are, I've had enough, I don't want you to approach me, I want to be left alone, I want to be blind, I don't want to be overwhelmed. So these are the feelings and ideas expressed by a 2 of Swords. And what is going to change for you in the year 2024? So actually we have 2 major arcana cards here. We have the King of Wands, very cute, very active card. And we also have the 4 of Wands. So in a nutshell, what these 2 cards are communicating to me is that you're going to rediscover your passions, your creativity, your fire. Right now, it seems as though you are simply existing and not really living. And looking at the King of Wands and the 4 of Wands, we can determine that the spark is going to be reignited, and you will find your connection with a community that accepts you. Because the Four of Wands is about that warm embrace, that energetic feeling of connecting with a group of people or an institution that kind of contains you, that is able to reflect you in a dynamic and empathetic way. So both of these cards, as I said in the beginning, are fiery. So these are fire-based cards, and the Two of Swords is air-based. So what is changing is that you're turning from theory towards action. And the King of Wands is signaling the presence of a mentor, of a person that you can look up to, someone that can guide you through this process. So no matter how alienated or solemn you're feeling at this moment, just remember that 2024 is going to show you a completely different side of life, and you're going to get involved again. It's okay to want to disengage and disconnect at this moment, but just remember that you are not a stationary being. You are constantly evolving, and this great and pleasant surprise is in the cards for you. Now, if you chose the Three of Wands, the Three of Wands is this mode of looking at your life and seeing the big connecting factors, seeing the overarching narrative of your life, trying to understand the system behind things instead of getting bogged down by the details of it. The Three of Wands is this really gracious and generous attempt to consider the long-term potential and the long-term implications of your actions, trying to think and act with the global understanding of your life in mind. So not getting into petty fights, not getting anxiety from the state of things as they are now, having this vision of what your life could turn into. That's what the Three of Wands is suggesting. So you're on the one hand coming up with a dream for who you want to be, and you're also aligning your actions with that dream. Okay. And what is going to change for you in 2024 is represented by the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is indicating that your efforts are going to bring a high level of stability and financial abundance to you, to put it really simply. Number 10 is the highest number in the minor arcana, and it represents the totality, the destination state in the given suit. And pentacles represent the earth element, so that has everything to do with career, monetary implications, resources, finances, all that jazz. And so in your case, the plans that you are coming up with now have a direct correlation with how successful you're going to become in the upcoming year, and there's a very high chance of it working out in a really positive way, and you being able to gain more stability. The Ten of Pentacles also represents a network. So this is you gaining strength from or by way of connecting with other people. So you are not alone in this. And in the upcoming year, you're going to find that there's lots of people out there who want to help you. And finally, if you chose the Hermit, this is a very misunderstood card in the deck, I think. Because the first thing that many of us think, and I am sometimes also guilty of this, when I see the Hermit, I think loneliness, I think isolation, I think lack of healthy, vibrant, lively connections or a social life. However, what seems to be more important here, because we also have the Two of Swords in the mix, and that is more akin to those kinds of sentiments and those kinds of states of being when you're just rejecting external reality. The Hermit rather is an explorer of the internal, and he's not fully turning away from the external world. It's just that doesn't get the same quote-unquote kick out of it. So you are right now tuned into this internal work, which you're doing it with great enjoyment. And often when we hear work, we notice the negative connotations, and there's just a negative context surrounding the word. But really, work in the Hermit sense is pure joy. It's work in a spiritual sense, work that feeds your soul and nourishes your spirit. So in your current state, you are noticing patterns, you're noticing the processes that are happening inside of you, and you're finding a deeper interpretation for all of them. It's your work, it's your effort to connect the dots and to find a more intuitive way of living, a more authentic way of living. So you are more interested in discovering your inner light. You're much less distracted by external phenomena. So what is going to change in the year 2024? Well, we have the Lovers here. So there is something to it when we see the Hermit. This is just such a very obvious and easy contrast to notice. When we see the Hermit, of course, he's by himself. He's isolating. He has a solitary mindset. And then the Lovers is indicating that there's a good chance for you to create a bond with another individual who you will wholeheartedly understand the importance of this individual in your life. And since the Lovers is a major arcana card, this seems like a long-term thing, or a deep, committed relationship that is forming in your life with another person that you perhaps already know, or someone who is about to enter your life. And so being by yourself and being independent is good. But the Lovers is here to remind you that you can only learn the deep and most unsettling and also the most valuable truths about yourself in these intimate, committed relationships. So you can spend a lot of time in hermit mode. Perhaps you've been single for a long time, or you've been disconnected from your personal relationships, focusing on your own goals and your own philosophy of life, spending a lot of time perhaps in this mono-focused abstract space of theories and moralizing and just philosophizing about the nature of life. But you have to put yourself to the test, and your soul can really grow from it if you allow yourself, if you open the door with your desire for a relationship. The universe is going to bring it to you. It's going to present it to you. And then at that point, it's only up to you to accept the invitation or not. But the cards are really suggesting that you should, because that's where growth is to be found. Thank you for watching. I wish you all a very happy new year in advance. And if you'd like to support the channel and receive a reading in exchange for your support, then please visit my website and book a reading there. If anything is unclear, feel free to write a message to me. You can find my email address in the description. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for watching again. See you next time. Bye bye.